Alright guys, Rxllout here and welcome back to another video. This time not a tutorial, but basically just going to be doing a producer tier list, taking it kind of easy, not being too serious about it, because obviously music is very subjective and some guys I think is really good, you might think are terrible, so that's just how it's going to go. Unfortunately can't please everyone, but we're going to have some fun with this. The top one we have here is Sound Goodizer times 10. Let me just turn this mix down slightly. Obviously Sound Goodizer times 10 is going to be, well, you've all heard it. I mean, if you add like 20 Sound Goodizers to the mix, it's already done. We're good. Best in the world. Can't improve. God tier's next, of course. God tier, self-explanatory. Slappers, just hard producers really. Not gods, not the best of the best, but decent, good producers. Where's the gross beat fam? Things that, you know, people can improve, they can get better. They're not, you know, top tier, upper echelons, but they're still doing pretty well and killing it. Purgatory, this is kind of like the producers who are fantastic producers, but they've kind of been in purgatory. They've not really been putting stuff out. They've not really been doing much that would warrant, you know, higher placements. And uses GarageBand, just crap. Not the best producers, or at least not in my opinion. Not a fan. So, first off, we have ye old Cash Money AP. I mean, let's be honest, this guy has been absolutely killing it. Especially like 5 years ago or something, he was just everywhere, and for good reason too. He's a fantastic producer. He's a damn hard worker, man. He works hard, and he's very intelligent, and has done a fantastic job building his brand and his sound. It's a very recognizable sound as well. So for that, being said, God tier for Cash Money AP. Where else could he go? Fantastic. Murder Beats, been killing it. Not too bad at all. He's a big producer. Had a lot of songs with Drake. You know, loads of people. But his production, I think, leaves a bit to be desired in terms of skill and just, you know, remembering and all that stuff. But that is, for that reason, we're going to put him in slappers. He does make slappers, but I don't think he is God tier, in my opinion. Ghosty, man, one of the kind of newcomers in the producer scene, at least in drill. He's really leading the way for the new drill sound. A lot of good music. You know, he's really brought drill to the forefront with same with M1 and all that, but he's definitely pushed it up pretty high. He's a lot of good songs out there. Diggy D, No Diet, that was a mega mainstream song, one of the first to really push past a lot of stuff. And yeah, his beats are very consistent. Some would say a bit too samey, but again, his brand, his sound is very big just now. That's why my boy is in the slappers section. Next up, Scott Storch, absolute legend in the producer game. If you don't know who Scott Storch is, have a look him up, because you'll not be disappointed. Just a fantastic producer, talented, worked with all the big names in the industry. Recently been working with people like Trippie Redd and stuff, so what can you say? His production is top tier, absolute top tier production. Absolute top tier production from Scott Storch here, so has to be God tier, absolutely has to be. Next we have Southside. Southside, the only problem I have with Southside is too much loops. Too much loops. He uses loops all the time. I like his beats, but again, they're just slappers really. They're just good beats, but not really. He's not really found his own sound, in my opinion. He's just kind of found loops, and his drums are very unique. His drums are his own style, but with the melodies and stuff, he's going to be going the slappers tier. Slappers tier for Southside. He's good, but just not up there, in my opinion. Now this next one is Daytrip. Daytrip took it to the guy that worked with, what's his name? The rodeo guy. Rodeo. This is like the biggest song in the world. I don't know why I don't remember it. Lil Nas X. Yeah, he did a lot of those beats. And yeah, he's a good producer, but again, not really got much stuff. I mean, other than that, it's really mainstream that really makes him stand out. He's a fantastic producer, I will agree, but as far as, you know, standing out as a producer on his own without these big hits, he's I would say he's, where's the gross beat fam? This is me. I had to put myself in. It's my channel. What did you expect? Did you expect me to just leave myself out? No, I have to be in here. Out of pride, out of ego. And just because. But yeah, I've not even produced anything, so I've not been producing really for 1.5 years. I've not really put anything out because I've just been in purgatory, which is obviously where I'm going to go. Purgatory for now. Yeah, I've not put anything out. I've not been doing anything, so... And I can't really compete with these guys at the moment in terms of production skill and everything. Well, maybe I can in production skill, but not output and beats in general, because I haven't been doing anything. I've just been practicing with this tutorials, building my brand up and all that good stuff, serving you guys basically. So I'm in purgatory. That is a very, a very scary thing to say to yourself. I'm in purgatory, but producer-wise, I'm in purgatory, so that's where I will stay. The Martians. The Martians. How can I not give credit to the Martians? These guys, well, this guy is like one of my biggest, someone I look up to in the business. He's built a brand, a sound, a style, all kind of his own. Business-wise, he's fantastic. Music-wise, he's fantastic. Mixing as well, he's the guy that mixes his stuff, and just fantastic producer and one of my favorite producers in the world. And yeah, just really inspired me to keep going with my brand and following the footsteps as well for internet producers as well. The Martians has really killed it. So honestly, slappers, has to go there. Clams Casino, I mean, he said it himself. He's got a song called "I'm God," so God tier. But how can you not put him in God tier anyway? He's just his sound, his music is so inspiring, so like. It just makes you feel something. It's like he produces with such passion, and you'll hear Clams Casino beat and you'll know it's a Clams Casino beat. You will just know. If you heard him before, you will know that's Clams Casino producing it, because he has that sound. DJ Mustard, Purgatory. Where have you been? What have you been doing? I don't know. Purgatory. Metro Boomin. Okay, so this kind of goes without saying, but Metro Boomin is one of the biggest producers in the world. He has had the biggest impact out of probably any producer, any rap producer in the world. So for that reason, it's pretty obvious. My boy is Sound Goodizer times 10. Anywhere else would be a disrespect to my boy. Dr. Dre, Purgatory. No idea where you've been, man. But if you come back and you smash it, you will get put up. And if this was like 2009 or like 2000s even, or whenever Dr. Dre was big, you would probably be in Sound Goodizer or God tier. But because you've not really done much in a while that I know of, and your name's kind of faded out in the past decade, you will be in Purgatory for now. Sorry to say. Ronnie J, I do not like this guy's beats. I'm just going to say it. I'm not a fan of his beats, but I can acknowledge he is a good producer, and where I would see improvements, things are working for him and he's doing well. So I can't put him in GarageBand, I can't put him in Purgatory, but I feel okay putting him here just because I personally don't like him that much. But I can recognize he's a good producer. And Ronnie J, no disrespect to you, man, you're a very good producer, and if you see this, keep doing what you're doing. No hate at all, but just my personal opinion, you're there. The Tin Man, the magical Tin Man. This is of course Kanye West. Cosplaying as a Silver Surfer, but Kanye's my idol. I look up to him. I'm going to be honest. He's fantastic to me. He's made some decisions for his own life and in the media that people disagree with. It doesn't really matter. He's an icon. He's a legend. However, in terms of production ability, he has long since passed his prime, in my opinion. So, due to that fact, he's either in Purgatory or Gross Beat. So we're going to put Kanye in Purgatory. I don't know if this should probably be up like that. But anyway, we'll rearrange it. Purgatory there. Yeah, I think that's fair. But yeah, Kanye's in Purgatory for now. Just he's not putting any really hard beats or stuff that I can really remember, so unfortunately he's there. And just as I'm saying this, I just remember in my head I should put people like Lex Luger in here, but Lex Luger is not here. If Lex Luger was in here, he would be in Slappers. But he has died down a lot in the past year, so past few years, past decade even. So yeah, maybe should have put Lex in here. But Kenny Beats, YouTuber, does a lot of good beats. Had a lot of good stuff with Rico Nasty. Not a bad producer at all, but he's just kind of not really got his own sound, his own style. He's got his own brand, his own business. Well, he does have his own sound. He does have his own sound. I'll agree with that. But in terms of beats and where he ranks among everyone else, I will put Kenny Beats here. Where's the gross beat? Where is it? Again, fantastic producer. I just don't think he's top tier producer. And hopefully you guys agree with that. But anyway, on to one of my other idols and one of the reasons I started producing, London on the Track. Fantastic producer, has stuff with so many fantastic artists, and his beats always hit hard. They always hit, they always punch, they always have really nice dark melodies. This is honestly one of my favorite producers in the world, and for that reason, God tier. Noah 40 Shabubu. Some may say one-dimensional, some may say bald, some may say glasses, but I think he's one of the best producers out right now. Kind of had a bit of a decline in the past few years, but what he did with Drake, there would be no Drake without Noah. There would be no Noah without Drake. And for that reason, I think this guy really deserves to be in Slappers. He's a fantastic producer, he's an intelligent producer, and yeah, I respect him a lot, and what he's done with music and the way he's been able to craft the sound definitely puts him in Slappers tier. I do not think he's in God tier, but he's very high on the list. Honorable C note, one of the best kind of speciality producers, if that makes sense, with tracks like Dark Knight Dummo, just that kind of really wild, hard production. I am kind of conflicted here because I don't know if he should be higher or lower than I'm estimating, but I think he deserves to be in Slappers. Either Slappers or here. One of these, I think. Again, it's kind of hard to say, but okay, we'll leave him. We'll leave him in Where's the Gross Beat Fam. This guy, I think that is Wheezy. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Is that Wheezy? If it's Wheezy, Where's the Gross Beat Fam? Not a fan of him. Too much. I think his beats are very one-dimensional, but I do respect him, and as a business, he's doing very well for himself, so I applaud you on that, my man. Mike Will made it. Instant, easy, no problem at all. Slappers. This entire thing is made for him. He makes slappers, amazing tracks with Ray Shremmerd. Just one of the best producers for those party hits, those party anthems. Amazing producer. One of the best. Now, Nick Mira. If you're watching this video and you don't know who Nick Mira is, where have you been? Like, he's one of the biggest producers in the world for a reason. He's built his brand up so well. He's kept to a kind of similar sound. He's paved the way for so many internet producers. A lot of internet producers wouldn't have their platform if it wasn't for him. Most people wouldn't take internet producers serious if it wasn't for Nick Mira. At least in my opinion. So Nick Mira, well deserving God tier. He is a producing god right now, and he's doing so much in his workflow and everything about him, just in production wise, is solid, amazing producer. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Nick Mira made some of the best songs I've heard. M1 on the beat. Again, same as Ghosty, kind of bringing that new drill sound in, kind of leading the way. 2020 is going to be big for Ghosty and M1. I feel already 2009 was big for them, but this year I see drill taking off, and I've put 2 images of M1, which is my fault. But M1 on the beat, probably I would say he's in Slappers, because he's doing well. And where he might be in the last section of the Slappers, I do believe he probably deserves to be there. Slappers, M1. Pharrell, Garage band, boring beats. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people respect him and he's a legend in the producer game, but I do not like his beats and I find them kind of bland and not interested. Sorry, Pharrell. If you're watching this, which I very much doubt you are, I do respect what you do, but beats wise, no, not a fan. Next, we have a face some of you may recognize. Busyworks Beats.com, and yes, this is the tutorial god, the tutorial goat, instant god tier. Busyworks Beats, how could you not have him in god tier? He taught me so much. And you're probably looking at this and thinking, he's put Busyworks Beats above Noah Shabib, Mike Will Made It, and Murder Beats. Yes, I have. I've done that. I stand by that decision. If it wasn't for Busyworks Beats, I wouldn't be a producer. If it wasn't for his countless hours teaching people how to produce, helping them out, and showing them secrets of the industry, and just getting everyone, their own ground as a producer, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And I really genuinely have to give as much respect to this man as he deserves, because he really does deserve it. And if you disagree, that's fine, but that is where I stand on that matter. Busyworks Beats.com, there, got there. This is Takeith. Kind of one-dimensional beats, not too much of a fan. They are hard and he does have hits, but it's just not really there for me. If he kind of diversifies his sound and gets a few more hits under his belt, like bigger stuff with kind of a more unique sound, you'll go up to slappers. But for now, Takeith, my friend, you are down there. Timbaland deserves to be in purgatory. Timbaland hasn't been producing in ages, absolute ages. And well, maybe he has. I've just not heard anything decent from him in a very long time. So that's why he's in purgatory. Timbaland, if you're going to make a comeback, you'll get moved up to slappers or god tier. But for now, you're in purgatory, my friend. Ozzy is a fantastic producer. Some of the cleanest, most well-produced and mixed beats I've ever heard. Sound selection is on point. Drum selection is on point. Absolutely fantastic producer. Slappers or god tier? One of these two. Probably slappers for now, because not a lot of people know him. So I think maybe slappers will do. But he is almost there. He's very close to being up on god tier. Cody has the problem where, and this is not an insult, where his beats are too hard for most mainstream artists to jump on. His beats are like, he uses loops mostly, which you might be thinking, well, why would he use loops and be on a producer list? He's hardly a producer, he's just making loops or using loops. And while I do agree with that sentiment to a certain degree, I think Cody makes that his own. He has his own kind of drum sounds, his own style, his own swag when he comes on a beat. And the thing with him is, if he made beats for, like, if he learned how to make melodies better and make his own sound and like his own loops and stuff, I can see him doing very well in like the mainstream producer community. And like getting his name really out there. But this man has built a fantastic brand. He is one of the most recognizable internet producers in the world just now, and his beats absolutely slap. But the thing is, like I said, some artists don't want to jump on them, and he can kind of be held back because they are too hard, and the drums are maybe a bit too much for most mainstream artists to jump on. But I really do respect Cody. I think he's a fantastic producer, amazing YouTuber, cool guy, and I think he deserves to be in the slappers. I do. If he made a bit more like kind of his own sound, with his own kind of style, where he could place with bigger artists and get his name out there, it would definitely put him up a tier. But for now, Cody, you will be there. In the slappers tier. Fantastic beats, and they do slap very hard, and very respectful producer. definitely slappers. Frank Dukes, probably out of everyone here, this guy, in my opinion, makes the best melodies. Best melody game in the producer industry. That's why he works with like the likes of Travis Scott and people like that, the biggest artists in the world, because of his melody game. If you want to learn melodies, learn them from Frank Dukes. Learn how this guy makes melodies. Google Frank Dukes, YouTube Frank Dukes. Learn. Again, I think some of it might be samples, or I'm not sure, but I think a lot of it is his own stuff. But I definitely 100% think Frank Dukes is Sound Goodizer's time. Again, that's my opinion, but I really think he deserves to be up there. One of the best producers I've ever heard, and the melodies, absolutely 10 out of 10. Young Chop, Big Chungus. Young Chop used to be my favorite producer back in the Chief Keef days, like 2008, 2009. Came out with Don't Like, Love Sosa, all those beats, and he will forever remain iconic in the producer scene. He's not doing much now that I know of, that I hear of, that's really doing numbers and putting his name out there. So for that reason, Young Chop, you're in purgatory. If you make a comeback and you start making, those fantastic drill beats like you used to do, you will go up. You will go up back up to slappers, or even God tier if you make a comeback like you did with, Chief Keef in those days. You definitely have potential. Splurge Boys, again, they're kind of in purgatory, more UK producers, fantastic tracks they produced with Fecky and stuff like that. What was that song? Still Sitting Here, one of the hardest UK songs I've ever heard, produced by Splurge Boys. So if they make a comeback again, start making bigger tracks with bigger producers, they will get moved up to a higher rank. Okay, let's go put on this again. This is just a list of some instrumentals I found, by the way, that I've produced, so don't worry about copyright. This is... who is this? I don't know who this is, I'm going to be honest. And I made this and I don't know who this guy is. That's embarrassing. Well, I'm sorry, friend, but you are now null and void. And this is just another photo of M1 by accident. Last but not least, Zaytoven. Zaytoven kind of suffers from the same thing as Dr. Dre, Kanye, Young Chop. He's kind of in purgatory. He had a good track with Chief Keef out, that I Spy. But in terms of mainstream success, he's kind of not there. He's just... I don't hear about him. I don't see his beats a lot. I don't hear his tag. He's just kind of, fizzled down a bit. Not really in the mainstream. And I could be wrong about that. Maybe I'm just not listening to the right music, the right songs. But unfortunately for Zaytoven, purgatory. Which is a shame, because I like his melodies, and his drums could, improve a bit. But Zaytoven, melodies, top notch, one of the best in the game for melodies. But again, purgatory for you. And because I don't know who you are, you're going in GarageBand, and because you're a copy of another photo I put up, you're also going in GarageBand. So that is the producer tier. That is my tier for producers. That is who I think, that's basically how I think it goes, in my opinion. If you like this video, please like the video, guys. I will put this in the description so you guys can make your own. Send it to me on Twitter if you'd like. Twitter should be in the bottom right. And yeah, let me know what you thought. Did you like it? Do you agree? Do you disagree with everything here? Do you agree with everything here? I definitely think it's alright. I think it's good. I think this is where I see it. And yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. Precision is available now if you want drill sounds, midis, chords, etc. Top right of the screen, you guys know what it's about. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. This was fun. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and send me your producer tier lists on Twitter or wherever. But that should be the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next one I do.